I woke up this morning thinking one thing, and now I'm going in a completely different direction. All right, guys, here we are. My parents' future house. They have finally started digging on it. I think it should be done right around like the end of January, possibly. But it's so weird and it's so hard to even imagine that this is going to be a house. Like, I guess that's like all the foundation. Like, it doesn't even look like anything, but that's what they do. And I was going to work out today, but then these two were going on a walk, and how could I deny being with these two? Asher, he cannot be tamed this morning. He's the stick monster.
You had two at once. Come here. I know, you'll cute.
I'm still going strong with my sunflower seed butter. The best thing about this is I feel like I eat this, I call it like a peanut butter bagel. It's obviously not the sunflower bagel. And then I'm not hungry for hours. And that's one thing. When I was eating chocolate oatmeal, I loved it, yes, but it wasn't filling. Like, I could seriously eat the chocolate oatmeal and then be ready for lunch literally in less than an hour, which maybe that's a me problem, but like, seriously, like it just wasn't that filling. And I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people, like, I want to eat breakfast and then just forget about food for hours. Like, obviously, like, you know, you're working, you're busy, you're doing stuff. And Asher is still very upset with me because he thinks this is peanut butter. I'm about to head into my doctor's appointment. Kind of have to make this quick because I'm not running late. I would never be running late, people, but I'm running late for being early. I like to show up early, but I don't even know what to expect because the last one I went to was just like very surprising. What I learned my baby is huge, especially the head, and that a vaginal delivery might not be possible for me. My doctor said, like, she thinks she doesn't want to tell me I can't try, but like, even just saying those words, like, what try, like what, like, so that was frightening. And I'm actually seeing a different doctor. There are like two doctors at this exact location. Love both of them, but I think it'll be really helpful just to get a second opinion. I didn't even, like, it just was on the schedule that I was seeing the second doctor. I didn't like plan it or anything. I just think hearing from someone else, like, what they think based on their experience and knowledge about the situation. And so, yeah, and then also I'm dreading the freaking cervical check. You don't have to get them, but I'm gonna get it just because why the heck not? And last time it was very, very, very uncomfortable. I hate when people like substitute the word pain for uncomfortable. Like, it was pain. Let's just call it pain as pain. It was pretty painful as she was doing it, but the worst was after. Like, after the cervical check, I was not feeling too hot for like 2 days, I would say. So I'm still doing it. It's totally elective, but like, why the heck not? I need to get used to pain anyway, because no matter how this kid is coming out, it sounds like it's not going to be a walk in the park. So I am going to be getting that, and we shall see. I'm back from the doctor. I figured we could do this update in baby boy's room. Feels very fitting to be talking in here. And I feel like I just have so much information swirling around in my brain right now, and conflicting information too. Like, there is like just no clear-cut answer to any of this. And so I debated even sharing just this whole thing online. It's obviously personal. It's happening in real time. It's a lot. But the whole reason I started my YouTube channel, truly, like, and oh, this sounds so cheesy, I don't even want to say it, but like, I really do hope with this platform to help people, to connect with people. And Lord knows I have been looking up so many YouTube videos of people in similar situations over the past week, and it helps me a lot. And so if I can help even just one person, then I think it is worth it to share the current sitch. So I went in, saw the doctor, and it was a different doctor than last week. The first thing I said to her was, did you look at my chart? Do you see the situation we are in? And she said yes. She knows what is up. She has seen it. And oh my gosh, I was also so scared. A medical student walked in as well, and I knew I was getting a cervical check, and I was so scared because my doctor was like, this is so-and-so, and she is going to be helping me out here. And I thought she was about to say she's going to be doing your cervical check, which was just like, it definitely like would not have been preferred at all, especially my last cervical check was pretty painful. And I also knew I'm the type of person, like, you could get a man off the street and my doctor would be like, he really wants to do the cervical check. Will you let him? And I'd be like, absolutely. Like, say no more. Like, it's just, I just get very, like, I don't know. I'm just not good at, like, sticking to my guns in those situations. I'm obviously kidding, by the way. Like, I would not let a man off the street do that. Okay. Luckily, the medical student was simply just finding the heartbeat with the Doppler, which is no big deal. And I was like, thank you so much. My doctor did the cervical check, and she said one thing she was checking for was my pelvis, my pelvic area, whatever it is. And she said, in case you're wondering, I bet you didn't know this about me, but now you do. I have a roomy pelvis. Okay, I do. And she said, when checking, if I were to have a small pelvis, there were a couple of things she said. She said, if I were to have a small pelvic area, whatever it is, she actually might recommend I do a C-section. But there were a couple of things like she asked me about. She said, also, like, my mom's history of giving birth, but also, like, that's not totally accurate because I think that where we're running into an issue, not to place blame on anyone, but I think it might be Zach's genetics that are impacting us here. But anyway, so she obviously saw the situation. I'm not dilated, by the way, and it wasn't painful. My last one was very painful. I think it really does depend, like, who does it and all of that, but it wasn't painful, which was good. I'm not dilated, though. And I feel like my birth plan has just totally done a 180, a change completely. Like, I woke up this morning thinking one thing, and now I'm going in a completely different direction. Over the last week, because now I'm going to the doctor weekly, so last week was when I got the news that my baby was just, it's very much so off the charts. I was really, like, 90% leaning toward an elective C-section because it's so hard though, because you talk to one group of people and they tell you one thing, and then a different group of people and they tell you the other thing. No one's necessarily right. It's just everyone's body is so different. Things happen so differently for everyone, and that's why there is no right or wrong answer. Like, even, I'm sure I'm gonna get like so much unsolicited advice, which advice is fine, but I don't enjoy when people are like, you have to do this, like, this is wrong. Like, nothing is wrong, nothing is right. You just don't know. My doctor doesn't know. She's like, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. And so as of now, the method we are leaning toward is actually not doing an elective C-section, which, like, I've just been so on board with. Like, I have done so much research on C-sections over the last week. She said she thinks I can try. And what's going to happen is if I am stalling out in labor at a certain point and the baby isn't, like, getting low, whatever it might be, for a normal person, who has, like, a normal sized baby, like, they'd probably keep going. For me, we're probably going to cut the labor short a lot faster than someone else. Like, we would probably move to C-section a lot sooner. And I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. It just might not make sense. I was talking to the nurse before the doctor came in, and she told me she had 2 births. One was vaginal, the other one was C-section. She said the vaginal was a nightmare. The baby just was not fitting through like I don't know if it's like the pelvic region, whatever. It just was not coming out. They had to use forceps, they had to use a vacuum, and she said the recovery process was absolutely horrible. And her C-section recovery process was not bad at all. And and then I was like, oh my gosh, how big was your baby? Knowing I am carrying, like, this huge thing in me. 6 pounds. 6 pounds. 6 pounds. Guys, my baby was 6 pounds weeks ago, like a month ago. Like, we have surpassed the 6 pound range. So I'm like, oh my God, the fact that you struggled to give birth to a 6 pound baby, and yeah, so that was not ideal to hear. But also the thing is, and, like, that's why none of this is, like, so cut and dry. Some people struggle giving birth to a 6 pound baby, and then an 8 pound baby slides right out of someone else. Like, it's just, it has to do with so much. Your anatomy, the baby's positioning, like, just so many things that you can't even really predict. So, as of now, my birth plan, another big thing actually that has changed. I was originally going into this completely open. I've never been the type of person who's like, definitely getting that epidural. I was always just like, we'll see. Like, I don't know. My mom didn't have an epidural. So I was always very open. Like, obviously I've never been through birth though. Like, I might be the type of person who's like, epidural right away. But my doctor actually said she recommends me to 100% get one, because especially since I will have a greater chance of having a C-section, it'd be good for me to be numbed up, to have access to that port and all of that, instead of the other case scenario, if they can't numb you up fast enough, is they have to knock you out, which is not like that's obviously not the desirable approach, obviously. So definitely getting an epidural, and then also leaning toward an induction just because he is so big, and like we definitely don't want this guy to continue growing in there. So definitely leaning toward an induction, and then just the big question is like when. We talked about a couple of possible dates. I just don't know. Like, I just don't know. Because, like, I then see the research online. Like, doing an induction too soon when your body's not ready could be not good. But there's just so much information. And, yeah, the hardest part is, one, no one knows. No one. If someone's, I'm sure there are people who are going to comment below, like, this is it. Nope. No. Like, literally, my doctors don't even know what will happen, what could happen. And, well, they know it could happen, obviously. But, like, no one knows for sure. And it's really hard also. I hate making decisions. I like people just to make them for me, and like I'm having to make all these decisions. For me, the beginning of pregnancy and the end of pregnancy are the most anxiety inducing things ever. I kind of feel like the beginning was worse, just the unknown, and just, yeah, like the beginning was actually probably even worse. But right now it definitely is heating up. The middle of pregnancy is just like where happiness lives. That is a great place to be. But no, I mean, all in all, we heard the baby's heartbeat today. I am so grateful. And it's actually really comforting me to know that there's nothing I can do. Like, nothing. I mean, I think I'm about to get a birthing ball. Not a birthing ball, but we have like a yoga ball in the basement. Apparently, like, sitting on it and stuff, doing stuff, like, can help. But as of now, it's just a waiting game. And there's nothing I can do. And I'm finding comfort in that. So that is the update. Obviously, a lot of stuff, a lot of info, but all in all, I am grateful, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm very excited because, as you guys know, I am in my crockpot era. I made the most delicious beef stew last week, and I'm just amazed at how easy it was. So I'm going to attempt to make barbecue chicken. I can link this recipe below if it turns out, but like just basically like barbecue chicken sandwiches tonight. And honestly, the ingredients list was not bad at all. Oh my gosh, also, wow, TMI, don't mind. I'm clearly just preparing for after birth. Also, oh my, like women are just amazing, guys. Like I'm trying to figure out flange sizing for breast pumps. It's kind of confusing. I also just got this book that has been recommended to me, Moms on Call, when developing like baby sleep routine and all that. The one thing, like, I want us to be on a routine because that could help, but also I don't want to be crazy about it. Like, I just think that's where people, at least from what I've heard, it just gets like too much. Like, and then you become so like stressed, like the routine isn't perfect. Like, so I want to read it, I want to be knowledgeable, but I don't want to be crazy. And then I also got more bottles just because I want to see which ones he likes. Every baby is different. And then I got plastic. I was trying to switch to all glass, but I have heard for the 9-ounce bottles, it's just so heavy if it's glass. So we're just going to try out a few. But yeah, this is the life. Lucky.
Very lucky.
Because?
My stunning wife.
What else?
And Asher.
And?
Daniel.
Alright guys, it smells good. It looks good. Asher seems to really want to be involved in this.
Everybody wants in.
The big reveal.
Oh, hot. That's an A+. It tastes good.
Good morning, guys. You are currently in my cabinet. This just felt like a perfect angle to film without having to break out my tripod, but I'm about to go to the gym. I just wanted to show you. Every day is different. Yesterday I was showing you that sunflower seed bagel. This morning, a banana is truly what is calling my name. So yeah, every day is so different, and I truly just listen to my body. And by the way, this morning is gonna be my first workout in like over a week at this point, and with how pregnant I am, I was almost just thinking, like, should I even return to burn? Like, should I just wait until I have the baby? Like, this is just, like, I don't know what to do, but I'm feeling it, so let's go get a workout in. love how this morning I was like, yeah, you know, just having a banana for breakfast. And this is why I love having filling breakfasts. Otherwise, things like this happened. And you know what? No regrets. A lot of people were saying this was a very depressing piece of avocado toast. And I agree, like, it's nothing crazy, but it's also like $3. So, you know, you get what you pay for. I personally like it. It's just like a little pick-me-up. And yeah, this had to be done. Also, I'm literally about to be eating my breakfast on this ball because apparently it can like help prepare your body for labor. Apparently you're supposed to like do like exercises. I don't know, this is a weird angle. Hello, it is actually a few days later. I took the past couple of days off. One, to get a lot done. Obviously, it's great to be able to film that stuff. Like, it makes for good content. But sometimes, like, I just need to get it done because the thing with filming, doing things, at least the way I like to film it, like, I don't like to just set up a camera and have one angle. Like, I like to switch it up. It takes so much longer. Like, a 5-minute makeup routine, I've done that before, where it's like I'm filming a 5-minute makeup routine that truly takes me 5 minutes every day. Suddenly, when the camera's on and I'm getting the angles and this and that, it's a 20-minute makeup routine that day. So, yeah, I've just been kind of getting stuff done. And then also just straight up relaxing, like, which has been so great. It's kind of hit me that, like, obviously I'm going to be taking off from YouTube, from work. I don't know why I do that. It is work. I don't know why I always, like, pretend like it's not. It's obvious. It's my job. But I'm going to be doing more work than I ever have in my life with this baby, obviously. So it is nice to get some just, like, relaxation. Sleep hasn't been the best lately. Last night, oh my gosh, I woke up. I hate even saying that this was just a leg cramp because this sounds like to me, it's more than it's something happened to my leg. Like someone was chopping it off. I was in agony. So much so that I just started like, I couldn't hold it in. I was like, ow, oh my gosh, which is obviously not great. Like Zach's sleeping next to me and then he wakes up to his pregnant wife, like writhing in pain. And he's like, oh my gosh, Clancy, what? And I'm like, oh my, it's just my leg. But like, I don't even, like, this is how our nights have been lately. Like, I literally said to Zach today, kidding, obviously, like, this is not going to be the case. But I'm like, imagine we get better sleep when the baby's here. Because I am up. I must have gotten up to pee 9 times last night. Like, it's so ridiculous. And it's not like I'm peeing a lot, TMI. But I think your bladder is just so small that the littlest bit I have to get up for. Like, normally you can get through the whole night. Like, no, the littlest bit, gotta get up, gotta go pee, gotta empty the bladder. What are we even talking about? Anyway, I'm outside Kohl's right now. I have to make an Amazon return. And then I figured I'd just, peruse around the store. It's football Sunday, so Jets are playing at 1, Bengals at 4:30, whatever it is, 4:25, which is awesome. Those are like my 2 teams I'm really interested in, and it's very nice when it works out like that. And Zach did get like a little NFL package this year, which I'm very excited about. And I didn't even say the package I'm returning, we still don't have a car seat set up. We have the car seat and the stroller. But the thing is, I ordered a car seat and stroller in August. That just it was supposed to come in like 2 days. It just kept getting delayed. Finally, I'm like, this is never coming. Ordered a new one off Amazon that literally came in less than 24 hours. The stroller never came, but I'm just returning like the car seat base that I also ordered that is not compatible with my new stroller. So let's go into Kohl's. I always forget like how classic of a store Kohl's is. Like, I really, good prices, good selections. I always really enjoy Kohl's. Little PSA, Kohl's has a really cute fall selection. One of the hardest things I've had to do is hold off on buying a million pairs of cute clothes. Are you kidding me? But it's just not worth it because he's gonna grow out of them so fast, and I feel like he just already has enough for this time period. Okay, how much is this? What? Are you guys? Oh, it's on sale though. But $42. It's on sale for $21. That's still insane. What the heck? At Kohl's, I ended up just picking up this wicker basket, which I figured can be my postpartum basket. I tried to resist it. I just didn't think I would need it. And then I'm realizing like, okay, I actually have a lot of things I will need postpartum. So got that. And then this is kind of like my little Sunday tradition when watching football. I go to Piata and I get the Power Bowl with chicken and I watch this while watching football, and the Jets are currently losing, but it's okay. We have faith. They will persevere. By the way, this is how I've been eating a lot of my meals lately, just chilling on the ball. The chair is like the perfect little table length, and this is a great setup. Right now, I'm about to fold and put away my last batch of baby clothes before he gets here, which is so crazy. I cannot believe, I can't fathom what's about to happen. Like, it's one of those things, like, it's just not real, but it is. And I'm so excited. And I went into this whole thing being like, I want to be as minimalist as possible, which, I mean, no one would ever believe, because I feel like we have literally everything, but there are some things where I really tried to be as minimalist as possible, and then I ended up just like last minute ordering like more sleep sacks, and I just want to be prepared. And honestly, there's so many things like you literally just don't know until they get here what they're gonna prefer. Like, for example, this is a very specific type of sleep sack that a lot of babies do like. It's the Love to Dream. Basically, the big thing is that they can keep like their hands up when they're swaddled, which a lot of babies do like. Not all of them. And I really wish I could communicate with him right now and be like, hey buddy, like, do you think you're gonna want your hands up when you're sleeping or not? Like, because these are not cheap. These are like $30 a piece. $30, like, that's a lot for just a little sleep sack. But I do hear a lot of babies like them. And if not, I mean, the big thing is, and what's really like encouraging me with this to not take as much of a minimalist route, is I can save it for a future baby. And then also, of course, just donating it. And like, it's going to go to good use for someone. This is not okay. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. I did just want to say, I haven't edited this vlog yet. I hope I haven't come across as like too negative with the birth plan, the new plan that we've discussed and all of that. I've truly just been like just as real as possible with you guys, just like my true thoughts, my true emotions as I'm going through things. And yeah, like it's just one of those things like you're just not expecting to hear. I feel like no one is expecting to hear like you might not be able to deliver your baby naturally. Like, I know they don't like to say naturally, but whatever, vaginally. And you see, like, you know, however many people do C-sections every single day, but like in your head, you truly just don't think it's like going to be you. I like, that's the only way I can describe it, and I know I'm not the only one, but I actually think that this is such a blessing because it's so nice that I'm going into this with so much more knowledge than I would have. I had been researching C-sections to begin with just because I wanted to be as prepared as possible, but now I'm really researching. And what a blessing that I'm going into this like truly like nothing is going to be such a shock. I've had so much time to process it compared to some people only have, I mean, a matter of minutes to process it. If it's like very fast, like, hey, we got to switch plans of action, like change courses, let's go to the operating room. So how lucky am I that I have had all this time to process it, and process it that sounds so dramatic. Like it's not that dramatic. Whatever is going to get baby here and we get him here safely is truly all we care about. Like, truly all we care about. And I asked my doctor, like, us doing this, us trying like the whole induction route and trying this the old-fashioned way, we shall say, like, is that a risk to the baby? Because if that's even like a slight risk, I don't want it. And she said no. She said what makes her nervous is actually when babies have small heads, because that's a huge risk for shoulder dystocia, which is very, very scary. It's when the baby's head comes out but the shoulders don't. And yeah, I don't even want to get into it, but that could be very, very, very bad if the baby gets stuck. So for me, the baby would be getting stuck like before even getting out at all, apparently. I mean, who the heck knows what's gonna happen? How cute is this little Halloween outfit? And oh my gosh, where is it? Our niece picked out these shoes, his first pair of shoes. He doesn't have any yet, obviously, just because, you know, babies don't need them and it's going to take him a little bit of time to grow into these. These are the cutest things I've ever seen. But I think I'm going to end this vlog here. It's a very chatty one. I feel like it wasn't as, I don't know. My vlogs have just been all over the place lately, I feel like. But considering I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant, hopefully you can cut me a little bit of slack. And my mom actually comes into town today, which is exciting. Hopefully, maybe I'll even start a new vlog today. Who knows? I'm so all over the place lately that it's like, we'll just see. I am obsessed with these two. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the support you have given me throughout this entire pregnancy. It has just made the journey so much more fun, so much more like calm. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys have just sent in just like such reassuring messages. You know who you are. I read all of it and I appreciate all of it so much. So thank you guys. I love you and I will see you in the next video. Bye.